Welcome back to the Gumbo Podcast. I'm your host, Richie Rich, a.k.a. King Richard, a.k.a. Polo Rich, a.k.a. the New Orleans East Beast. Thank you for joining me again here at the Gumbo Podcast. It's 2025. I was trying to wait to upgrade my systems, but it's too much going on. I couldn't wait, so got my new little vehicle here to hit you up with something real quick. Look, let me go over some questions right quick, and then I'm going to go into what I want to go into. I'll talk a little bit about just DOGE right quick. That's the hot topic right now, right? The Department of Judicial Expediency, something like that. But questions for Brother Richard. Got to add that to my intro, also known as Brother Richard. All right, question number one. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for your support. I'm gonna put that Cash App down in there. Look, keep hitting me up. Getting a few little trickles here and there. Okay, first question. Is testing your boo okay? Like, I guess we've been watching these videos where they give like a loyalty test or whatever, or some kind of test. I see if this might be the lady who you want to be with. And I guess, back both ways. I guess I speak best for alpha black men. However, women too. Yes, it's okay. If it's something you expect from somebody, like it's going to be long term, speaking as I'm a divorcee. So I was married for over 20 years, so I could tell you that even then it's a maybe. But definitely, little subtle tests is okay for dating. Definitely. I do it. And it's usually something, revolving around money. 2, what's up with your saints? Oh, well, let me skip to number 3 right quick. Are you still single? Yes. What's up with your saints? Okay, very simple. All professional sports are phony. After you pass high school, after you pass college, it's phony. I can remember my auntie and my uncle and them taking me to the WWE in, where was that? It was right there off Orleans. They call it the auditorium, the municipal auditorium. They used to have wrestling there like every weekend. Junkyard Dog, all of them used to be in there. Boy, we used to be in there like now people gravitate to the Super Bowl. That's how you used to be in there. And now I can sit back and see how illegitimate that was, how phony it was. So I said that to say, I'll do another video, but just trust me, all that's phony. You can continue watching it for entertainment purposes, but that's all it is, entertainment purposes. All right. Is 50-50 okay? Hey, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you expect, cool. To me, it's silly to even say 50-50 because, I never had that issue like in relationships. You feel me? It was whatever. You get it. You think my ambitions have always far exceeded my mates. Like, you want to get your nails done every weekend or whatever, go shopping every night and take some trips. That's cool. I never had a problem with financing that when I was able to. Okay, so is 50-50 okay? Yeah. WNBA, Reese or Caitlin? And I'm going to tell you, y'all, a lot of people are turning me off with this critique on Reese, okay? If you know anything about the WNBA, Reese is the black lady from LSU. Caitlin is, they've pinned her nemesis from whatever school they was from, but Reese and them won the whole thing when they were in college. I like them both. The sad thing about the American cultures, you always got to have a hero and a villain. One hero, one villain. You can't have two over here. Two. It's got to be one hero, one villain. They did it with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. They did it with Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas. I mean, it's done. You feel me? What I don't like is a lot of these beta males on there critiquing Angel Reese. Like they could, bro, they ain't never shot a basketball in their life, bro. I'm looking at these little beta, I must be nice to say beta males. Bro, you ain't got no reason critiquing that lady unless you could get out on the court and check her. You heard me? And long live the circle, Right Road, New Orleans, in the circle. I'm one to critique basketball, football, all of that. And I'm telling you, for that lady to get where she's at the top of her game. And all y'all talking that crap, if you go out there, she'll probably dunk on y'all. You heard me? So stop critiquing that lady. That lady's at the top of her game. Now, I made a joke online a while back saying that she was going to be on OnlyFans soon. Guess what? That's on her. That's on her. You already done sexualized her. So can you blame her? You feel me? Get your money. She ain't butt naked. I mean, look, I don't want that for my daughter, no OnlyFans type thing, but lay off Angel Reese, okay? Because in my family, we bully the bullies. You hear me? That's what we do. Now, you don't know? I was bullied as a young child. You heard me? And that's why I'm so aggressive now. So leave that lady alone. You feel me? Unless you could go out there and put a check on her, shut up. Y'all can't throw a damn golf ball through the front door and tell me what she can't do. You feel me? So I like them both. Yeah, I like them both. And I'm going to leave that right there here because I'm sick of all that critiquing on Angel Reese because I see what y'all trying to do, that lady here, that young lady. All right. The state of the NBA. I already told y'all, all professional sports is phony. The WNBA might be the realest out of all of them, okay? But the referee determines the game in any sport. Bronny James showed you that the NBA is phony. So, like I say, watch it for entertainment purposes. We put our kids and our grandkids in there to teach them teamwork and how to work together and losing. The most important thing about playing sports is knowing how to lose. Okay, I talked about the women for president already. Go back and check my video because somebody asked me about women for president. Should men approach women or vice versa? That's a good question. I guess, I'm biased because I'm a man. Either way, I'm one that ain't never been scared to work my mouthpiece. If I see it's, might be a connection to something I think that might work for me. So either way, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's like you don't cut your nose off to spite your face. You don't want to miss the blessing. Y'all better go check that joke out about that man who turned over in his boat and God kept sending him ships and he was waiting on the Lord. And his ass wound up drowning. And when he got to heaven, he said, Lord, why did you forsake me? You didn't save me. And the Lord said, well, I sent you 9 different boats, fool. Why you didn't get on one of them? So you don't want to miss a blessing just for saying, how you doing? Ladies or gentlemen, okay? Ladies, don't be so vain. Sometimes people just want to know the time. They ain't really trying to holler at you. You dig? Don't be so vain. Sometimes you miss out on stuff, bro. See if that's all my questions. Okay. Oh, now we get into it. Should we get rid of the IRS, Board of Education, USAID? Ran a little bit long with the questions, so I'm going to try to run through this a little quick. Try to do this in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Look, here's my synopsis on this DOGE thing, okay? Democrats are going to continue to lose because you've become what you're running against. You're turning me and a lot of men, dare I say black men, into Republicans. How could you be against finding all this corruption? Okay? Maybe because you're a part of it. and you don't want that gravy train to get cut off. Now, look, I respect people hustle, and so, you could say, well, they do it, so we gonna do it too. Well, then ain't nothing gonna never change. When you read your Bible and your Quran and your Torah, it don't say, well, they do it, so you do it too. Okay? The prophet did not kill Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The Prophet Muhammad, when they went to war, he did not kill his captives. He fed them and treated them decently. The other side were killing their captives. So I think we know how that turned out, because we know the Prophet Muhammad and his teachings, peace be upon him. Okay? So no, we don't want to be like that. You dig? We don't want to be like that, bro. If we're going to embrace this political experiment called America, then we can't do the same thing and expect something different. You dig? And a lot of people say that some of us just not made like that to do certain things that other people do. We're just not built like that. All right. Do the feds deserve more job security than you do on your job? Well, we get all this sympathy for people who work for the IRS for now all of a sudden. It reminds me of when the FBI went after Donald Trump, and we was like, yeah, get it. I'm like, when did the FBI become our friend? You ever heard of COINTELPRO? Go look that up, okay? I kept saying, as soon as they finish with him, they're coming back to us. So did they all of a sudden become good? All right. When you go to your job tomorrow, if you work in a right to work state, your boss could say, have a nice day, no longer needed. No explanation or nothing, okay? I've been fired once. I've been laid off about 3 or 4 times from big companies, Philips, Coca-Cola, and APL, Maersk, Sealand, okay? Logistics companies. I had a very short period to say I'm mad, and I had to go hustle and get back on my grind and find another job. That's what we all have to do. There's waste and abuse. Why are you against that? Oh, let me see, King Richard, because we don't know who's doing it. It's not transparent. Really? There's a DOGE website that now I done been on. It's line itemized showing you everything these people have been wasting money on. Okay? That's transparency. Everybody know Donald Trump doing it because he ran on it, and Elon Musk doing it. That's transparency. Did you know who was doing it before? Did you know who was stealing the money? To show you how silly an argument that is. You want to know who's saving the money, but you ain't never knew who was spending and wasting the money. It's a silly argument here about some transparency. Well, he gonna have your personal information. Does anybody with a half of a brain think that somebody who's sending rockets back and forth to the moon or back and forth into orbit can't get your personal information if he wanted? The man used to own PayPal, silly. You think he had access to personal information then? Well, we don't know who's doing it. Okay, well, tell me who was doing it before. Well, they're not government agents. They are exactly government agents. If they're hired by the president, they're acting on behalf of the government, and they're government agents. Come on, y'all. Come on, bro. You just have a bias against this man. And you ain't gonna say he could walk in with Jesus on his hand and Allah in his hand and say they coming out to support, and you still wouldn't support him just because you don't like Donald Trump. I guess it is TDS. Democrats embrace absurdity. Okay? It's a man. There's such thing as a man. There's such thing as a woman. There is no nothing else. Y'all owe the American public an apology. All of you who say follow the science with COVID, and we were conspiracy theorists when we said, I don't want that shit stuff in my arm. Okay, it's a personal decision. Respect mine. You didn't respect our decision. Some of my friends on Facebook, y'all owe people an apology. Come on there, follow the science. Don't be stupid. And that's just, okay, where your science at now? Where's your science at now? We told y'all that thing came out of a lab and not from a frog who ate a bear, and then the bat bit the bear, and then we ate the bat and we got something. That's too silly. And y'all believed it. And you denigrated us because we didn't want to put that foolishness in our arm. We told y'all you didn't know what's in it. Do you know what's in it now? No, because they still ain't never released what's in it. We told y'all they didn't test it long enough and it was going to be long-term effects. They coming out with the long-term effects now. One of them is affecting my grandchildren, future grandchildren's, or daughters' reproductive system. Something has something to do with blood clots. It's coming out. Now, you told us we were silly for thinking it came out of a lab, and now you silly if you don't know it came out of a lab. We told y'all Fauci was killing people, and Biden came and pardoned him going back all the way to 2012. Why? Y'all owe us an apology. Follow the science. Oh, except if it's LGBT9Q47, then don't follow the science. Follow how I feel. I feel like it is, so that's what I am. Democrats, liberals, whatever y'all want to be. I'm an independent, okay? Full disclosure. Y'all got to get it together. If you want my vote ever again, y'all got to stop this foolishness. Identity over ability. DEI ruined affirmative action. DEI killed affirmative action. Because you didn't say, okay, these people look this way, but can they do the job? All you say was these people look this way, put them in the position. And they got planes falling out the damn sky. Okay? I know at least 2 black women from my past that worked as a air traffic controller, and they've been doing it for years successfully. But just hiring somebody because they look a certain way, that's a no-no. That's how we got Clarence Thomas here. Now look, I ran a little bit long. So I'm gonna come back. And touch on some, I wanna touch on DOGE again. And I wanna touch on, no, I ain't gonna end this right now. I gotta tell y'all this. I gotta give y'all this. This is why people don't wanna see that man or whoever finding all that waste. Here's why. Let me give you a few statistics about your representatives. Now, if it's okay for one to do it, then I can do it because they did it. Then what I'm saying is going to miss you, okay? However, if you're about truth, check this out. I wonder why they would be against closing all of these institutions. Let's see. Elizabeth Warren is worth over $70 million. Elizabeth Warren makes about $100,000, $110,000 a year. Jasmine Crockett, nice looking lady, black lady. I know y'all love her. What she said? Big back, white, butch built, whatever. She whooped that, huh? And she had me saying it too, had me quoting it. But guess what? Jasmine Crockett can't relate to you. You can't relate to her. Jasmine Crockett thinks she's smarter than you. Jasmine Crockett, her high school was $20,000 a month. Jasmine Crockett, I ain't known her a couple years. Jasmine Crockett is worth over $10 million, making $100,000 a year as a congressman. Lord. Ilhan Omar, y'all know her? The lady from Somalia? Ilhan Omar is worth over $60 million, and she married her brother, by the way. These are your heroes. These are heroes. Who's going to rise up to lead the Democratic Party? Now, I will say about AOC, say what you want about her. And I don't agree with a lot of stuff she say. I agree with some stuff she say. But that lady not rich. She ain't balling. She's doing what she does on principle. And I got to support that and salute that. Andrea Ocasio-Cortez has one of the lowest net worths in Congress. So stop lying on that lady. If she's protecting immigrants, she feel like she's doing that because out of her heart, not because she getting a check from somewhere. Okay. Hey, this is the first one of the year, so cut me some slack and went a little overtime. You heard me? Look, thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. I've had some serious debates with some people that I want to share with y'all on here. I don't know what I'm gonna come back with next, but go to the DOGE website, DOGE. Go to the website. Talking about no transparency. Have you been to the website and seen it? Huh? Stop saying you don't know it's not transparent. All you're doing is saying something you hear somebody else saying because your ass ain't know who was doing it before. You didn't know who was stealing the money, but you want to know who's saving the money. We don't know what he going to do with the money. Valid. That's a valid point. Let's wait and see. But since it started, you can't say nothing but that's good. I mean, is that a bad thing that he finding all this wasteful money? Those people losing their job like you ain't never lost no job. Now's the time to go find another job. We are not going to spend $60 million wasteful spending to save one $20,000 job. Now, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you understand what I'm saying? We're not going to spend $60 million to save two $60,000 jobs, two $70,000 jobs. We're going to spend $60 million. Where all the rest of that money going? Yeah, you got to go. All my life, I've been hearing people talk about, boy, we need to get rid of that IRS. Now that they doing it, what they doing? Lord, are you serious? You're not being genuine. Thanks for joining the Gumbo Podcast. Hey, catch me on the next one, bro. We're going to get deeper. We're going to get bigger and badder and deafer. You heard me? Hey, stay tuned to the Gumbo Podcast. Check me out on the next one.